Hey, today we're going to talk about low back pain. Most of us in our life are going to experience low back pain. It's very common. We're going to talk about the hip flexors and how they contribute to back pain. A hip flexor attaches from the hip. Let me just show you here. Here's a hip, and it kind of attaches from the outside of the hip here. And then we're going to show it attaches to the lumbar spine, believe it or not. It comes all the way to the lumbar region right here. So you can get attachment to the hip flexor. So it kind of travels through the body to the back. Now, the reason that's important for low back pain is if it gets tight, it kind of pulls us in what we call an anterior tilt of our pelvis. Now I want to show you a stretch that can help with the hip flexor specifically, because if they're tight, they kind of pull on the lumbar spine and sometimes can cause problems. So what you see people do a lot for hip flexor stretching is you'll see them get right here, and if you can come on the side of me here, you'll see that people, they just tend to lean forward really far. And what they're getting is they're getting a lot of lumbar extension. And that kind of is actually hard on your spine in some aspects of injury. What I like to do is, if you can come on the side of me here, is I like to do what we call a pelvic tilt, where you do a posterior tilt. I turn my hips in just like this. I lean forward. I can't move very far at all. And I'm getting a great stretch right in the front of my groin region here, and I'm getting my hip flexor stretching. Almost fell over. You hold for about 30 seconds, and then you let off. And then you tuck your pelvis again, lean forward. I can't go very far. I'm getting a nice hip flexor stretch, which is going to lengthen that muscle and take a little pressure off my lumbar spine.